Morning all, welcome back to the channel. I thought with this video I'll do something a bit different. Basically have a chat about why Steph and I started this this sort of journey, you know, both being of a older generation, all of a sudden starting to YouTube and do vlogs and sort of stuff like that. So I thought I'd give you a little update onto why we sort of started this journey. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm out with Stills. He's the boy collie. Bo is indoors at the minute. She'll be out next. So sort of bring them out separately because it's just easier, to be honest. And Still is a bit reactive to other dogs. He thinks every dog wants to attack him because he's been attacked I think 3 times now. So now he just thinks every dog wants to have a go at him. So yeah, so it's easier just to walk them separately. So yeah, so let's get on with first of all why we sort of started the channel. Well, I excuse me. Yeah, so I used to do a lot of running, a hell of a lot of running, proper into my ultra training, ultra running, and started getting a few aches and pains. It's you know, and sort of carried on. So I sort of know that deep down they you know, them long runs are getting out. So I just needed to find something else to do. Started doing a few reviews and stuff on Amazon, and quite enjoyed making the little sort of 30-second videos. So I sort of thought, why don't we just start a YouTube channel? No real niche to it, but to do one with normal people like my wife and I, just reviewing basic stuff what we buy. You know, some of it isn't basic, like the Echo Show 21. That's not pretty basic, but you know, but other stuff like, you know, little lapels, microphones, stuff. So we thought, you know, let's have a go at that. It's been a weird old journey because it's not something which I've ever done before, never used editing tools. And my first video was totally the wrong orientation. It was in portrait instead of landscape. Never realised that came out wrong until I'd done it. No microphone, so I was speaking really loudly. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and you know, I had a good little bit of feedback. But yeah, that's one video sort of started the journey. So we sort of started off doing that, learning. Well, more so me than Steph, learning how to use editing tools. So the main one which I started off using was iVideo. So yeah, so we started off doing that, which was, I think, mid-November 24, and really got into it, to be honest. Really enjoyed doing these review videos. And then I think in January I sort of started watching a few videos, Ricky Resells and Flipping Sloth. There's another guy, Jammy Dodger or something. I think it was Jammy Dodger. And I just really was interested in this buying and selling. I mean, these guys are amazing. The videos are superb. And I just sort of got interested in that. So the sort of the review part of it sort of started morphing into reviewing and reselling. And that's been a bit of a journey. Realised that pretty quickly you've got to have a lot of experience, because not necessarily one man's junk is one man's treasure, to be honest. It's not, you know, you need to know what you're looking at. But yeah, we've been enjoying that. So look, I'm gonna turn off for a bit, carry on the walk with Stills, and I'll grab Bo, and then we'll talk about the next part. So I'll see you in a bit. Hiya, so welcome back. This one's Bo. She's the sister of Still, who we was out with earlier. So yeah, it's her turn now for her walk. Just saw a couple of deer, which was pretty amazing on the path. and so did Bo. So where was we? So yeah, so we started off doing the reviews, learning how to talk to a camera, which is really out of comfort zone. So you don't sort of just sound like you're just waffling all the time, which I'm sure I do. So yeah, so that was quite difficult, learning how to talk. Then it was editing. How do you edit the videos, which is quite difficult. You're sort of learning these new programs and stuff like that. We was going to get in the field, but I just noticed a big German Shepherd, so I don't fancy that drama. So yeah, so that was that. Learning how to use the editing programs. I think the first one which I tried, and to be honest, it took a while to get used to it, but it was really good. Was the Apple one, iVideo. So yeah, that took a hell of a lot of googling, learning how to edit, learning how to do transitions. But to be honest, I've really enjoyed it. It's become a really good hobby. So yeah, so part 2 of that, then we went on to the reselling. Learned very quickly. It's not as easy as what you guys make it with your videos, which I must admit I'm pretty in awe of. Genuinely enjoyed watching them. But way out of our league. You need so much experience to know what you look at, and to what to sell and to what to put it up at. So yeah, that was a big learning curve. I did buy stuff, I did put it on, I had made a bit of a profit. But what we've decided now, we've got so much at home that we're just going to start going through the cupboards again. Start going through the cupboards, the wardrobes, then up to the loft. So we're working bottom up. And then once we get to that point, then yeah, we'll probably start looking at stuff, buying and sort of selling. But at the minute, we're just selling. One thing which we knew we had to do, obviously all the laws changed regarding buying and selling. Vinted having to report to HMRC, eBay, Etsy, even PayPal. So one of the first things we've done was to make sure we was all registered, which once that was done was a massive relief, because we can go all in now without that worry hanging over our head that we're going to get some brown envelope through the letterbox one day. So that's all sorted. So yeah, so the buying, the selling, the reviewing, then went on to posting a bit of life videos. Most important thing at the minute is our grandson, and we spend so much time with him. So, and my dogs are just a huge part of my life. They're the ones which get me up and out in the mornings. So yeah, so I started popping videos in about them. So yeah, so to the page or to our channel, there's little subsections. I'm not sure if it's a done thing. I don't think it is. I think you should stick to one niche or one subject. But the way I look at it, it's my channel. I'm never in a million years going to be making money from it, which is absolutely fine. It's a hobby, and it's a hobby which I'm really enjoying. Especially the editing's funny enough. Started using Canva as well, which took a while. Same again, loads of Googling, trying to figure out how to use these bloody things. And somebody in their mid-50s, it doesn't come easy sometimes, especially some of the jargon they use. So yeah, so the reviewing, the buying and the selling, and life. That's what how sort of channel has morphed into. And even Steph, she started a allotment channel. She's getting a big buzz from it because it's something which she knows about. Just give me one sec. Come on, Bozy, we're going this way, sweetie. Oh, I just got to get through this gate, through some stinging nettles, which is going to be fun. So if you hear me go ooh, ow, then you know why. So yeah, so the channel's morphed as it's gone on over the last sort of 8 months. But it's been brilliant. really enjoyed it. I've had a lot of positives. I've had a few comments, but you expect that. You know, I've had that all my life, so it's just water for ducks back, to be honest. I don't really care. Fine. You know, the one thing which I think is a bit bizarre is, like, you know, you do a short and people don't like it, which I find really odd. I mean, you don't like everything, but why would you just sit there and not and just put don't like? But again, that's fine. Rosie, what are you doing? Come on. So yeah, so I'm going to come on with my walk, and what I'm going to do is then grab honey and talk about what's next, because what's next is, for me personally, is quite a big step. But we'll talk about that when I grab honey. So please, hopefully, you'll stick around. Not waffling too much, and I'll see you back in a bit with honey. And say goodbye to Bosie. See you in a bit. Hi guys, so welcome back. This is the last part now. I'm out with Honey. She's a little rescue dog from Romania. Cute little thing she is, to be honest. Little bit of a diva, but I suppose she's earned the right from being a street dog. So that's fair enough. So where we're at. So covered the review part, which was the first part of us getting into doing YouTube videos. All the learning which we had to do to be able to put a video on, all the mistakes we've made. I think one of them, even yesterday, I've done the exact same video as what I'm doing now, but I had it in portrait, not landscape. So just had to scrap that, and doing it all again today. Yeah, magic. And that was in the rain for 3 hours yesterday morning on a Sunday. So what's next for Steph and I? So I think I touched on how much running I used to do right up until last year, to be honest. I was into ultra running, done a few 100Ks and stuff. My first one was in 2016. In 2015, I had a prolapsed disc in my neck, in a lot of pain. Sort of got over it. I had no surgery or anything like that. I had a little bit of physio, but that was literally, I think, a week after I booked my first ultra marathon, which was 53 mile for 2016. So that scuppered my training a bit, but I got on with it, managed the ultra, and got a bit hooked. So really, since 2016 or 2015, months after I sort of semi-recovered, I'd just been training and training and training. And then last year, the prolapsed disc in my neck started kicking off quite bad, making my right arm go numb 40, 50 times a day, struggling to sit down. It would hurt when I was running, any incline or anything like that. So I started getting medical help again. Turns out that the nerve endings are sort of poking out of my neck, which is causing a problem with my right arm. So tomorrow, Tuesday, got surgery. Hopefully it'll go all right. I'm sure it will. So a bit worried, but who wouldn't be? So then that leads me on to what's next. So I'm thinking that my running has really taken a back seat because of this issue, that I'm probably going to have to get back to some sort of couch to 5K type thing. So I'm thinking that little one's coming. So I'm thinking that part of or another subsection of our page, I'm going to incorporate my recovery back into running, and see where that goes, because as much as what I know my family would be going, no, Paul. I think I've got another ultra marathon in me, to be honest. With the right training, probably not next year, but possibly 2027. I reckon I could do my last hurrah, my last ultra marathon. So I'm thinking that could be my next stage of my YouTube journey. Obviously still carry on with the reviews because I really enjoy it. Updates on our buying and selling journey. Steph's doing her veggie vlog on YouTube, which she's really enjoying. To be honest, I'm really enjoying just being behind the camera, trying to make new shots and B-rolls and sort of stuff like that. You know, to be honest, yeah, we're both really actually quite enjoying that. She's getting a lot of good feedback. So I'm just going for a gate. She's getting a lot of good feedback because she's got a lot of knowledge on it. So yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to carry on with the reviews, with the buying and selling, and I'm going to have a go and see if I get any positive feedback on training. You know, see if I can help somebody get back in. Maybe they can follow my program on Couch to 5K. Who knows, but it's worth giving it a go. So anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this sort of look at our journey through YouTube for us two oldies. If you did, please like and subscribe. Maybe to hit the little ding ding bell, get notified, and any other videos pop up. And feedback. I do reply to all feedback, even the not very nice ones. As long as it's constructive, I've got no issues, to be honest, you know. So yeah, I really hope to see you guys again and see you popping up for our journey, and wish me luck for tomorrow. I think it's 7:15 in the morning. I just hope the surgeons had a good night's sleep, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, just keep a lookout, keep following. There's a few of you who I follow, especially you selling guys. Really enjoy your content, and you've sort of encouraged me to take the plunge. And you know, we're nowhere near you guys, probably a 2%. But you know, every journey starts with a couple of steps, doesn't it? So yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna shut off now, crack on with my walk, and catch you guys again soon. Appreciate you watching. Ta-ta.